Hey everyone, how are you doing today? Hope you're having a great day. I thought today we could just do a chill get ready with me. I'm featuring this new palette to my collection. So this is not a new palette. This has been out for a while. This is Mel Thompson's collab with Sydney Grace, and it's been on my want list for a long time. And so I put up a poll asking you guys which palette I should use in this get ready with me, and you guys picked this palette, which I am so excited about. I'm a little bit intimidated because I think I'm gonna try and do a purple look today, and pastel purple, not always a good look for me, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to do that today. Today's tea of the day is Daughter's Ring from Tea Fiver. This is a really good jasmine tea. I don't think it's as good as their Jasmine Dragon Pearls. I like the jasmine flavor better in that one, but this is a really fun, really pretty tea. It's really fun to watch it steep because the little leaves unfurl from their little spirals, and it's just very pretty and satisfying. I'm currently on my second steep, and it is delicioso. Okay, I'm gonna start with my base today. I'm gonna start with the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base. This is the primer I'm currently trying to finish, and it will probably take me like 2 years. I don't use very much. I feel like this can very easily become too much on the skin just because it's kind of thick, but it is a really nice smoothing primer for problem areas with texture, like around my nose where I have more pores visible. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't put this all over my face personally, but that is just me. Oh, and I forgot to say, I had already prepped my skin with sunscreen. Today I'm using the Neogen Dermalogy Daylight Protection Sunscreen SPF 50. I like this one because it's like kind of lotiony, and it has no white cast. And this one is specifically for sensitive skin, and I have noticed no breakouts or anything from this, so I have been enjoying it greatly. Okay, so moving on to foundation. Today I'm kind of wanting a little bit more coverage. We recently had to do a quick business trip to Chicago, and when I travel I eat more sugar than normal, and that causes these little breakouts right there on my cheeks. I think that's what that's from. Too much sugar. So anyway, I'm gonna go in with my most high coverage foundation today. It's this one from Yensa. It's my favorite, I think. I really adore this product, and the shade Light Neutral is a very good match for me. One pump is usually more than enough. This is pretty high coverage. I'm gonna put it in the back of my hand and work from there. So whenever I use this, I am surprised again by how high coverage it is. So I'm gonna try just to go in with more light layers this time, not so much. This foundation is definitely on the glowy side. It's kind of like the Misha BB cream, I think, but just with more coverage and a better shade range. See, I didn't even finish my full pump, and I'm happy with the coverage. So I'm just gonna take what's left and work it down my neck. So let's do brows next. I'm going to go in with this brow gel that I've been trying to finish up. This is from Subscription Box. So this is a random brand I had never heard of before. This is from Saint Lux. This is just a clear brow gel, and I like to use a brow gel before I go in with my pencil. Okay, so now my brows are set. I'm gonna go in with this $1 Billion Brows pencil. If you guys have been watching like my box where I always list makeup that I've been wearing, I'm like always wearing this, and it's because this is currently my only brow pencil, and I've been really enjoying it. This is another one I got in a subscription box, so I don't know if I necessarily would have tried this without the subscription box, but I have been really liking it. So I have the shade Taupe in the micro brow pencil, and it is nice and micro, nice and small, which is what I prefer. But I'm just going to fill in the tail of my brows a little bit and fill in some more sparse areas. I typically don't like the look of super structured brows on myself, so I don't like to do too much. All right, let's get started on the eyes. I am nervous. I think I'm gonna actually start with tight lining though. So I'm gonna use this one from Pixi. This is the Endless Silky Eye Pen in the shade Matte Mulberry. It's a very soft pencil. This is one it wouldn't take too long to pan, I don't think. Something to remember for future project pans. Okay, tight lining is done. I had to like lean way forward to, and like hold my eye while I do it. I cannot do that just like one-handed on camera. So sorry if you wanted to see the tight lining. I just can't. I have not figured out how to do that yet. I need like all my ultra concentration and both hands. Anyway, so that is done. So now I'm gonna try something else I normally do not do. I'm gonna use my Kosas concealer, and I'm gonna put this all over my lid for eye primer. Usually I use an actual eye primer. I just find that I prefer that. But since I'm using a pastel today, I'm gonna try a method where I use something that's more opaque to try and make that pastel pop a little bit more. So, well, I guess we'll see how it goes. How about you guys? Do you usually use concealer on your eyes, or do you use an actual eye primer? I have this annoying new, I don't know if I would call it a freckle. I would call it like a new sunspot or age spot right there on my eye, which proves to me that I miss that spot constantly when putting on sunscreen. But it's not like I don't mind having another freckle or whatever, but it's just an annoying spot because every time I see it, I think I've got like a mascara smudge or something there. And it seems to be pretty difficult to fully cover. It does not want to disappear. Yeah, I'm like unwilling to cake makeup right there, I guess. So that's as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna try something else new. I don't normally set my eyelid either, but I'm gonna try it today. I'm gonna use the By Terry powder. I'm just gonna take this kind of large shader brush and we'll see if that helps with blending. Since I want to use that pastel purple, I'm a little worried about blending. I don't usually worry about that with Sydney Grace, but purples can be apparently difficult to formulate. I keep hearing that, so that it must be a thing. Okay, I'm gonna take that same large shader brush. I'm just gonna clean it off in my little brush cleaner thingy. All right, let's finally get started on this. So I'm gonna go into this shade called Jewel B. And I'm gonna load up that large shader brush and I'm just going to pack that on the mobile lid. Okay, so far it's looking pretty soft, which actually makes me not so scared. Okay, so I was expecting it to be like even more vibrant and purple than that, but that actually makes it more wearable, I think, the particular tone that is on me. So I am quite pleased. Now, I don't want to blend it like way crazy all over my eye. So I'm gonna take this smaller blending brush just to blend the edges. Okay, before I do anything else, I'm gonna do the other eye. Okay, so now to add a little bit of depth, I'm gonna use this Rephr brush. This is the number 14. I'm gonna go into the shade called Love Bug and just put that on my outer corner and blend it in. I'm really happy so far. I think this is turning into what I would call a wearable, colorful look. Okay, I did that on both sides, a little bit of darker shadow there, and I kind of brought it up into the crease on both sides just for some dimension. Now, I think I'm gonna keep it simple, I think. I'm just gonna go into the shade Web here for my inner corner. Oh, that's nice. And then bring it up a little bit. Okay, so far I'm really liking how this is turning out. I'm just gonna stop, I think, with the upper lid. I'm trying to decide if I need any more concealer under here. I don't really think I do. I really pulled my foundation up and blended it under there. So I think actually I'm just gonna quick powder that area. This is the small tapered brush from e.l.f. Okay, I'll start on like the bottom of my eye. So I don't like to put too much there. My eyes are small and I feel like if I put too much on my under eye, it makes my eyes look seriously just drag down. I prefer to have most of it up here to open it up this way. So I'm not gonna do too much, but I'm gonna use this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Shock. So I have swatched this already and I feel like it was actually pretty low pigment. So I'm interested to see how it'll look on my waterline. So I'm just gonna try it out here. Okay, actually it showed up a lot better than I thought it would, so I like that. I'm going to take this tiny smudge brush from e.l.f. I think it's called the small smudge brush, and I'm going to take some of this shade Love Bug that I used in my crease and outer corner and put a little bit of that on just the outer under part of my eye. So right here, and I'm gonna try to connect it with the shadow on top. It's just a small detail, but I really feel like it makes a difference. I'm gonna smudge just a little bit of that and the other side. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit more of Web and bring that along this part here. There, nothing groundbreaking, but I feel like I hit my goal of being able to use the pastel purples in this palette and make it wearable for me. Okay, for mascara, I'm gonna use the Balm Mad Lash mascara. This is one I got in an Ipsy bag ages ago, and I'm finally trying it. So this is one of those that has a curved mascara wand like that. There we go. And I feel like when I get it at just the right spot on the wand, it creates a really, really nice lash. Sometimes I have to kind of like turn it to find the right spot that I like, but I really do think it's quite a nice lengthening mascara. I've been trying a lot of really good mascaras this year, and I think that this one is pretty good. By the end of the day, it does smudge a little on me, but most mascaras do. Okay, this next eye should be interesting. I think I've lost a couple of lashes right in the middle of my eyelid. So whenever I put on mascara, it looks like I have a giant gap of lashes. I'm gonna try and like brush them over to fill in the gap, but so far I have been unsuccessful the past couple of days trying that. I'll try again today, But in any case, it should be entertaining. All right, success. I think I managed to brush some in that little bald spot right there, so it doesn't look so crazy. All right, I think I'm gonna move on from my eyes and let's pick a blush. So I'm trying to decide between the Believe Beauty blush in the shade Dollface and my Tower 28 blush. Yep, Dollface is it today, I think. So if you've never tried the Believe Beauty cream blush, it is super easy to work with. And this particular shade, Dollface, reminds me a lot of the Stila convertible color in the shade Lilium. They're really close. As far as texture, I would say this is somewhere between the Stila convertible color and the e.l.f. Little cream pot blushes. I do find myself blending it up pretty high under my eye, actually. I find it looks more natural. Like if there's like a stark line between my under eye and my cheek, I feel like it's, I don't know, less natural. And when I blend it up a little bit, it looks more natural. Ooh, I am very pleased with how that turned out. Ooh, I forgot to do bronzer first. Let's do that real quick. So I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Putty bronzer, and this is like the contour shade. This is the shade Feelin Shady. I thought I would use this today since I'm wearing a little bit more cool toned makeup. So I'm not gonna use a whole lot since it is, you know, more contoury, but I am gonna apply it like a bronzer. Oh, I didn't get much. I'm putting on a super light layer. I don't even know if you guys can tell on camera, but just the most little smidgen to contour my forehead here. Just gonna stamp, again, the tiniest smidgen here. I got more on this side. Thankfully, this product blends in nicely. Now, I don't think I necessarily need highlighter, but I want to wear it, so I'm gonna. So I'm gonna use the Flower Beauty Day Glow. I have the shade Stunner. Could something possibly be easier to use? I don't think so. Okay, so while I want my highlighter here, I'm noticing lots of shine here. So I'm gonna powder a little bit. And I'm just gonna use that same e.l.f. brush. Yes, that's better. Okay, now let's do lips. So I'm gonna use my Thrive Causemetics lip liner. I have the shade Kackie, which for the longest time I didn't realize this was named after a YouTuber. So Kackie is a more cool toned color. And it's actually like a really good lip contouring shade. I'm just gonna smudge it a little bit, so it's not such a harsh line. Then I'm going to use Revlon Untold Stories. It's a little more on the pinky side. I'm hoping it's not too pink for this look. It's pretty close to Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk though, so I feel like that goes well with a lot of looks. I think it'll work just fine. All right, I am going to take off my headband and fluff my hair. I'll be right back. Okie dokie, I must say I am very pleased. I was feeling intimidated by some of the bright colors in the Tiny Marbles palette, and I think I was able to do exactly what I wanted to do with it. I'm very happy. So I feel like next I need to try the green. That's the other shade over here where I'm kind of like, that and this bright yellow. But I find this palette to be rather inspiring, kind of making me push outside my comfort zone, but also has enough neutrals in it to where I feel like I can create a look with it. And of course it has the Sydney Grace quality. It's really nice. But I'm interested in color combinations that you guys have tried with this. Like, what are some of your favorite colors to put together in this palette? I know a lot of people have this one, so please share. I am very interested to know. So besides the look I've done today, the only other looks I've done featured like these shades, which is kind of like my go-to look. Something kind of pinky, rose goldy, and then same with this more pink shade over here. I've used that one. But yeah, still definitely in the testing phase with this and enjoying it immensely. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope that you are having a great week. I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye guys.